Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Alright, awesome. Get ready for takeoff. Today we're flying into the direction of, could Donald Trump be the Antichrist? Now, just for starters, this video is satire, it's for comedy, it's for entertainment purposes only. In no way am I declaring that he is the Antichrist. But there have been lots of other videos about every other president being the Antichrist. I'm going, why not pick on Donald Trump? Let's see if we can dig up some interesting facts about Donald that could make him the Antichrist. Do I think that he actually could be? Who knows? I don't know. I'm not saying this for a fact. This is just for entertainment purposes. This is just get you to think about a few things. Okay? So, because I know my righty-tighty friends, but oh my God, how dare you go up against Trump? Let's throw him under the bus. Let's cancel him. Cancel me if you want by making this video. And I'm going to share some thoughts. I made a video 7 years ago. I stuck it on Facebook. It's still on Facebook. I hit the share button, so it should be back up in the top of my news feed. About, I made a video back in 2017, could Donald Trump be the Antichrist? And I presented a few facts, all facts by the way, that you can't dispute. For instance, his first name, Donald, means to rule. His last name, Trump, means to be victorious. And you can look this up. There's another stat that I stated about when he put his hand on the Bible. He was 70 years, and it was a factor of 7. The year he was elected was the Hebrew year 5777. That's got 3 sevens in it, so what? I mean, you look at mine, let's look at me. There are exactly 21 letters to my first, middle, and last name. My middle name happens to be Donald. Does that mean I'm the Antichrist? No, of course not. So, is Donald Trump going to be the Antichrist? Probably not. He's too old. He's an old geezer. But we're going to present some fun facts and point out a few things that are just fun to think about. And in no way am I trying to vilify Biden, I'm on neither guy's side. We got 2 old geezers running for president. You mean we can't do better than that? Food for thought. But anyway, his first name, Donald, means to rule. That's my middle name, Donald. Like I said, let's move on. His son-in-law, Jared Kushner, in the video I stated how his son-in-law, his corporate building is at 666 Fifth Avenue. That's very true. On the 6th floor is the headquarters of Lucent Technology. Lucent, which comes from Lucifer, the same company that's developing the RFID chip, which is now outdated. We don't need the RFID chip, and we have smartphones doing way more than that chip ever thought about doing, voluntarily. So they don't need it. It's really outdated. But here's some food for thought. What if he is the Antichrist? What are some characteristics? I used to study Bible prophecy when I was younger, so I'm going to get to the point. I want to keep this video short and sweet as best I can. Now, we know that the Antichrist, in order for him to come to power, he's going to establish a peace pact with Israel, correct? We studied this in prophecy. Anyone that studied prophecy knows this. Well, you look at Donald Trump. He is known as the great negotiator. Think about that for a second. That's what he's known for. What else is he known for? Real estate, building buildings. That's what he loves to do. So think about it. Would the third temple be a great accomplishment for Donald Trump, who loves to build things? That's what he's known for, real estate, right? Trump Towers. I mean, that's not the only building, but he's built lots of stuff. And that's what he's known for. So think about it. If he was to be reelected this year, the war in the Gaza would come to an end. He would go there and establish a peace treaty between Israel and the Palestinians. Now, Bill Clinton has tried it and failed. But I think Trump could do it. The war in Gaza would end. There's no doubt in my mind. And what if I told you that all this stuff happening with Donald right now is a ruse? It looks like a WWE event to me. It does. I mean, it looks too fake, too scripted. And if you think he's going to spend one day in jail, you're fooling yourself. He's not going to go to jail. He's the next president. The Constitution prevents that. Period. He's not going to go to jail. And guess who's paying for all these trials? You are. You think Donald Trump is paying for any of these lawyers and any of these trials, all these court costs? You think he's paying for any of it? Nope. You, the taxpayer, are paying the bill for all of it. You're paying for his lawyers. You're paying for everybody's time. And you are paying for it. You are being played. Yeah, it's coming out of your pocket. Money we could use for single moms to feed their kids. No, they're spending it on Trump. And all these convictions. And here's another food for thought. Trump has to be a friend of Israel, right? Which would make him an enemy of the left. So the left is really out to get him because he's a friend of the Jews, a friend of Israel. The Antichrist has to be in the beginning, at least for the first 3.5 years, to negotiate that peace, to get the Israel and the Jewish people to trust him. He's going to have their trust. Trump has it. Think about it. He was the one who moved our embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. He was the one who declared Jerusalem as Israel's capital. No other president has done that. Trump did that. And who stays in the news every single day? Worldwide, not just in the United States. Trump, not Obama. Now, yes, Obama was popular. He had a cult-like following for a while. But Trump, he has a cult-like following just like Obama, much bigger. I mean, I could understand why Obama had a huge following. He's the first black president, so you want to take pride in that. I get that. I understand that. I'm half Native American. If we were ever to have a Native American become elected president, I'd take pride in that. So, so I get that. I get why blacks would support Obama. He's the first black president. Understandable. I totally get it. But Obama's not in the news every day, is he? He wasn't in the news before he became president, not much. He's not in the news now. He's an ex-president. He hasn't been president in 7 years. We're not talking about him. People aren't making videos about him. No, it's Trump. It's been Trump from the 80s. Trump this, Trump that. Even before he was running for president, he was already well known. He was well known around the world. Just the mere mention of his name, anywhere around the world, people know of him. Think about it. All the charisma he has. The Antichrist has to have charisma. Trump has it. There's no denying it. You just mention his name anywhere in the world, people know who you're talking about. Yeah. So all this case against Trump, that's all bogus. That's all for script. That's all for show. It's like a WWE event. In the end, it's going to galvanize his voters. He'll probably get elected. They have to have a fall guy when the economy crashes. That'll be Trump. Now, I mentioned something else I wanted to mention. Yeah, Trump, his name is in the press every day, everywhere. Obama's not doing that, but Trump is. Think about that for a second. Name one ex-president or one world leader with that much charisma. Do we care about what the leader of Brazil is doing, or Argentina, or even Putin? We don't really care. We don't hear much about, with the exception of what happened in Ukraine. He's way over there. Why should we care? What about the German Chancellor? Well, we don't care what she does. But we don't care what Obama does. Obama's doing things every day. We don't hear about it. And nobody cares. But anything dealing with Trump this, Trump that, he's in the news every single day. Like I said, it was Trump who moved our headquarters to Jerusalem. He recognized Jerusalem as their nation's capital. He will have the faith and dedication of Israel. So if he comes to power, speaking hypothetically, we're already past the time that I want to go this to. If he gets elected this year, which I think he will have absolute authority and absolute power. I think he will this time around. It won't be like last time. No. And Antifa will throw up with a little... They'll try to burn some, and he'll put it down quickly to make an example out of them. I wouldn't want to be Antifa right now. Because if he is the Antichrist, he's going to come to power. Now, I want you to think about something else. Didn't The Simpsons predict that Donald Trump would get assassinated? Doesn't the Bible predict that the future Antichrist would be assassinated and he'll rise from the dead? Think about that. And the Bible foretells he will be injured because of an assassination attempt. Then he will miraculously heal, and people will accept him as the Messiah. Now, if it's Donald, which his name means to rule, and if he gets elected president and he rebuilds the third temple, because I think he's got a strong relationship with Netanyahu. Man, no other world leader has got a strong relationship with Israel right now. No, nobody. Oh, they all have diplomatic ties, but no one is known for having really close relations with Israel. But Trump does. The Antichrist has to have strong relations with Israel to gain their trust. And he's got it. Obama didn't have it. I want you to think about that for a second. So Trump gets elected, and the left hates him because he's a friend of Israel, even though he's really a lefty. If you know his voting record in New York, if you know his history, Trump is very leftist. He's not the righty-tighty he pretends to be, and he's not a Christian either. And there's proof of that. You can Google search that. You can go on YouTube, and there are interviews where people have sat down and asked him if he believes that Jesus Christ is his Lord and Savior. I'm serious. Look that up. I'm not kidding. But yeah. So, you don't want to be Antifa right now, because you will be made an example of when Trump comes to power. You'll be put down quickly. He will have... Other world leaders fear him, but they don't fear Biden. Think about that. Putin fears Trump. Other world leaders fear him, respect him, but they do not fear Biden. Think about that for a second. Trump gets elected. He comes to power. Even the Christians right now are declaring Trump to be a form of Jesus. Look, Jesus was convicted of all these crimes. They arrested him, hung him on the cross. Well, that's true. But it's not the Romans that did it. It's the scribes and the Pharisees that did it. Not the Romans. He was betrayed by the religious leaders. Read your Bible correctly. Because, even Pilate washed his hands of it. As I find no fault in him. Yeah, Pilate. So, you better read your scriptures a little more closely. Trump is not Jesus, but online they're comparing him to Jesus. This scares me because they say, oh, look, he's being falsely accused. Well, that may be true. This is all a ruse. This is just free publicity for Trump. He raised over $50 million for his campaign, which he didn't need to do. He's getting free advertising. He doesn't need money for a campaign. He's getting free advertising. We're giving it to him. And so this video may appear like I'm just totally against Trump. I'm not totally against him. I just want you to have an open mind and think. The Antichrist needs to be doing things that Trump is right now doing. Like having a strong relationship with Israel, which would make him an enemy of the left, at least in the beginning. Trump's doing that. Trump is in the news, like I said, every day, worldwide. Obama's not. No other world leader is. I want you to think about the charisma and the huge cult-like following that Donald Trump has right now. It's scary. I did vote for. I couldn't vote for Reagan. I would have if I was old enough in both elections, but I did vote for Bill Clinton. I did vote for Barack Obama. I voted for Bush Jr., not Sr. I thought Bush Sr. was boring. A boring old geezer. But in 2000, I was like, do I want Al Gore or Bush Jr.? And I had to flip a coin. And it came up Bush Jr. I almost voted for Al Gore. I kind of liked him too. But things have really changed. I just want everybody to think about this for a second. Trump gets elected. He rebuilds the third temple. He's got a strong relationship with Israel. Just like in The Simpsons, there's an assassination attempt here. Comes back from the dead. Now he declares himself to be God. That fits Trump's personality, doesn't it? Is there anybody else on the world scene that charismatic, who draws that much attention to themselves? Name one world leader or celebrity who draws that much attention to themselves. You can't. Even Obama doesn't even have that kind of attention. He only had that possibly, mostly in the United States, because he's the first black president, and I understand why people might follow him. I get it. But again, Trump, you gotta think, could he be the Antichrist? Like I said, he's showing characteristics of, he's just got this charisma. There's something else I wanted to mention, but I forgot what it was. As I mentioned The Simpsons, how they predicted Trump would be assassinated. The Bible foretells the Antichrist would be assassinated. He'll rise from the dead. But Trump, this is before I go off the air. Here's the election I'd like to see. Obama versus Trump. Barack Obama, not his wife, but Barack himself, against Trump. Now that would be an election. Comment below, what do you think? Could Obama give Trump a run for his money? I wished he would run. I wished Obama would run against Trump and give him a run for his money. Obama wouldn't stoop to the levels of trying to prosecute Trump. No, he needs Trump. He wants to run against him and squash him. Give Trump a run for his money, honestly and legitimately. Just to show, hey, I think that would be an election worth seeing. Because Trump would have to be out there campaigning. Obama would have to be out there campaigning. Yeah. What an election that would be. What would it look like, Obama versus Trump? I think it would be completely different. I think you'd see both parties out there campaigning. Obama would be out there shaking hands and kissing babies and telling you all the good things he's going to do to put food back on the table and lower the grocery prices. Why isn't Biden doing that? Trump's really not doing that much of it. He's doing some of it. Telling people what their juniors want to hear. But we're spending all this money pursuing Trump. We have an economy that needs fixing. We have an affordable housing crisis. We have a homeless crisis. We have single moms who can't put food on the table for their kids. People that can't pay their rent right now. And we will spend all our tax dollars pursuing Trump. those tax dollars could be spent doing better things. Why do we give a shit what Trump does? He hasn't been in office for 3 years. Why are we pursuing this thing? Now, to my friends on the left, why are we pursuing it? And you are paying for it. You're paying for it. You're paying for all his free publicity. And he's getting lots of free publicity. There's no doubt about it. But like I said, that's that. Well, this was supposed to be a short 10-minute video. Now we're up to almost 21 minutes. But yeah, I just wanted to give you some food for thought. That's it. You know, you have to wonder. You have to think. Everything you're seeing right now, I think is scripted. I think it's all a ruse. And everyone's being played for a fool. Trump is not going to see one day in jail. And you, the taxpayer, are paying for it. Yeah. It's coming out of your pocket. Yeah. That's the truth. Trump's lining his own pockets. It's going to get him elected. Which is okay because we need a fall guy, right? When the shit hits the fan. Because they're going to be riots and Trump will put them down quickly. Quickly. I don't care if they're in a blue state. They will be put down quickly. Just to make an example. Because this time, he's going to have authority. He's going to exercise it. Because now he's in. He's going to go and broker a deal in the Gaza. Think about it. It's all being set up. This is just food for thought. I'm not saying Trump is the Antichrist, but he's doing things that the Antichrist would have to do. And you think about it, no other person in recent years has drawn this much media attention than Trump. You mention his name anywhere in the world, and people know who you're talking about. He's in the news every day, worldwide. Not just in America, but most of the Western world and other parts of the world. Trump is news every single day. He's all over social media. There must be a million YouTube channels and videos all about Trump. This video's no different. The only difference is I'll probably be canceled or thrown under the bus by my righty-tighty friends, and because I'm going after Trump. Well, he scares me. I don't want Christian nationalism, and I'm a Christian. I've heard that story of Christian nationalism. We're going to observe Sunday laws. I'm going, no, we shouldn't. There are people here from all walks of life, all different cultures, and no one culture should force their belief on another. That's my personal belief. That's what I believe. But that ends it for this video. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, comment below. What do you think? Could Obama give Trump a run for his money? Now, this video is made just for entertainment purposes. Just to give you food for thought. I'm not stating that Obama's the Antichrist, so don't put words in my mouth. I'm just going a what if. I just want you to think about a few things. Keep an open mind. That's it. That's what I want you to do. Just think about it. Like I said, we're flying into this territory of, could he be the Antichrist? I just wanted to say a few thoughts. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I think sometimes in YouTube you've got to. Yeah. I'm sitting here now. I'm just creating dead space. So, if please like and comment and subscribe. Comment. What do you think? What kind of election year would we have if it was Obama running against Trump? Oh my God. I think that would be awesome. It would be, I don't think it would be a civil war, but I think it would be way better than what we got now. We'd actually have a presidential election. and debates. We'd actually see Obama debate Trump and try to humiliate him. Obama would give him a run for his money. I met Obama twice. My wife and I met Obama first time when he was at the YMCA. He was campaigning in Springfield. Then we met him again at a private wedding. Unbelievable. Yeah, they do that. They attend private weddings and stuff. Yes, you just don't hear about it. But I had a conversation. Nicole, my late wife, had a conversation with him. We kind of liked him. Once you meet somebody in person, you kind of like the person. I've never met Trump, so he might be a likable person. I don't know. He's definitely got charisma. The Antichrist will have to be charismatic. Trump has it. There's no denying it. No other world leader has it right now. I don't care who it is. We're not hearing about the president of Argentina, are we? Or Brazil? Think about that. Who do we hear about? Even though he's not in office, Trump, 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 every single day, everywhere. Think about that. The Antichrist would have to have that kind of charisma that Trump has and win the affections of the elect. Trump's done that too. Not only has he won the affections of the Jewish people, because his son-in-law Jared Kushner is Jewish, but he's also won the affections of the religious right. Not all of them, but most of them are on board. And some Christians are comparing him to Jesus. I want you to think about that. Think about everything I'm just telling you. Because I think you're being set up. Trump is going to be a shoo-in. Biden knows he's done. But they need a boogeyman. And that's what Trump's going to be. But this time around will be different from the last time around. Do not be fooled. I do not want to see him get elected. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm not sorry. I don't want to see Biden get elected either. I'm George Carlin. Yeah, I'm with George Carlin on this one. It doesn't matter which side you vote for. It's a private club, and you and I are not in that club. Yeah. Look up George Carlin on politics. Yeah, it's funny, but he's right. He's absolutely right. But that's where I stand. I don't vote for either of these guys. Give me another candidate. I don't like either one. One can barely keep a sentence. The other guy terrifies me. Because I think this time around he's going to come with absolute power. And they're setting him up just for that. What about all these charges? That's all bogus. That's all free advertising. And you're giving it to him. You're paying for it. You're paying for all of that. Trump isn't paying one dime in legal fees. You, the taxpayer, are paying for it all, and you're being played for fools. Like I said, he'll never see a day in jail. Never. I don't care what they say. It's never going to happen. This is all a WWE. That's what it looks like. A WWE sports event. A wrestling match. Except Biden's not doing much. But that's what it looks like. It looks too scripted to me. Well, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. This video went way longer than I wanted it to go. It's now 3:15. I gotta get ready for work. Bye-bye.